Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Amy from With Love by Amy, and today we are making a card with a new to me stamp set from rubberstamps.com, and this is a company that I've never used their crafting stamps before. I have purchased their like return address labels stamp or return address stamps previously, like their custom ones. This is their their introductory stamp line for like crafting stamps, basically. This one is intended to be a planner stamp. However, I thought I would try to make a card with it since primarily I'm using stamps and cards right now. I have never really used too many stamps in my planner, but the first thing I'm going to do is you just saw me seasoning it with my awesome $100 bill eraser. And this is the stamp that I'm going to use to create this card. I will say that this technique would be very challenging without the use of a MISTI, because it would be very challenging to line up that stamp repeatedly like I'm doing there. So we are using the Catherine Pooler inks, the Party Collection, and I am doing all of them in my version of rainbow order, and I am trying to hold up all the colors there as I do it. That one's Lime Ricky and Aquatini. And I'm trying to hold them all up there so you can see them. And look how pretty it's looking. So yeah, like I said, if you didn't have the MISTI to hold your cardstock in place and, you know, see where you're stamping, it would make this a very difficult task. However, I just, you know, rinse and repeat basically. I do wipe off my stamp in between every single color because even though I'm going in rainbow order, I still don't want a mucky, muddy looking color at the end. So I am rinsing off or wiping off my stamp in between every stamping. And once I got, you know, to where I could no longer slide the cardstock card panel up, I did have to reposition my stamp. I don't know if there's a better way to do this, and I'm like just having a moment, but if anybody has any suggestions, like in any way to make this repeat stamping easier without having to reposition the stamp, let me know, because lining it back up at the same angle that the stamp was before is a little bit of a struggle, but I think I like it. I like the way it turned out. And the stamps are really nice. They get great coverage and they hold the ink really well too. So right now I'm taking a stamp from an old Hero Arts planner stamp set that is, it's been discontinued for a long time, but I thought that sentiment that let's celebrate, or it's a celebration, whatever the heck it says, that stamp was really good size to fit inside of that little banner stamp that came in the Rubber Stamps stamp set. So I'm going to stamp the banner in Versamark or VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And I'm trying to make sure that I get really good coverage because I want it to be very crisp and clear. And it turns out nice. Off camera, I did actually stamp several more of these banners in black, and I did the sentiment that I ended up using inside the banner was not the black one that I show here on camera. I ended up realizing I was not recording after I was done with all of them. Oopsie. But I did keep the extras, and I threw them in the packaging for the rubberstamps.com stamp set, just in case I decide to use them on another card. Because sometimes if I grab a stamp set and I'm like, oh, how could I use this? Having those little bits and pieces that I've already stamped and cut out will incentivize me to use it or help spark my creativity in some way. And then we're going to take my honeybee, or are they honeybee, cutter bee? I don't know. Whatever. Those little scissors, and we're going to cut it out. I like those little scissors because they're really good at doing precision cutting. So yeah, we're going to fussy cut it out because as far as I know, rubberstamps.com is not doing dies yet, unfortunately. And I mean, if you're putting these in your planner, you don't need a die for them, right? But, so yeah, we're going to fussy cut this out. And then that's what it looked like in all black. I didn't take an up-close picture of it in color. All right, but this is what I wanted to show really quick. This is how I keep organized with my stamps and kind of like keep track of what I've been using and what I haven't been using. Every time I use a stamp set, I do put a Post-it note on the back that says the used date. Sometimes I'll also put the date in, like I should have put that on the rubberstamps.com stamp set because I just received it. Because I kind of want to keep track of how long it's been in my stash and how long in between uses. Like, is it serving me well in my stash? All right, and then here I'm trying to figure out what color of card base I want. I didn't like, we're going to put little gold strips from the Erin Lee Creative Gold cardstock on the outside of the panel. And I didn't like the way the colored card bases looked with it, so I just went back to my tried and true white card base. And here we are just attaching the gold. I did start at the fold of the card with the gold, and I kind of like put it as close as I could to the edge of the card, and then I did the one on the outer side of the card, because obviously you can trim that if it's not looking even or something, but you can't trim the fold of the card. And there is the final card. Let me know down in the comments what you think. I will leave links in the description box below for the products that I use that are still available. And here are some other videos that you may enjoy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. And don't forget to come back soon to see what else we're making. Have a great day. Bye.